Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon, many parts of the world. What's happening? Another stream, guys. It is 9 a.m. in Australia. It's a freaking amazing day. I wish I could show you outside. It is a beautiful, I think 25 degrees. Definitely gonna hit the park or something today. Like I need to get out of the house. Hi all from Melbourne. How you doing? Reza, what's happening? Hey Maddie, love your live streams. Thank you, Metro. I love doing them. Raheem, hello all. Hello, how you doing? John, morning. From Sydney. How's the weather in Sydney, John? Hope you're doing good, man. Can you raise the volume, please? Yes, I can. Maybe I need to just talk louder. Let me know if you're still having volume issues. This is usually the same as what I normally do. So hopefully, maybe I'll make the mic a bit closer. Maybe that will help. Hello from Melbourne, Seattle, Washington. What's up? What's up, Shane? Hope you're doing well. Hi from Darwin, DR Win. Dan from Darwin, man, you guys must be like boiling up there, right? Isn't it like 40 degrees every day at Darwin? Tuning in from California. Holy shit, volume is fine. Not as good as Melbourne by the sound of it. Yeah, it is decent weather, man. Hey Graham, how you doing? Cool. Berwick. We got someone from Berwick. Dude, that's like right near where I live. That's crazy. Johnny, good to see you, man. Green Bay, Wisconsin. Cool. London, UK, 12 a.m. locked in. This time, guys, I think I'm gonna make it short. So we normally do an hour and 10 sometimes, but I'm gonna try and make it 45 minutes. All right. I'm gonna try and make it a little bit shorter, straight to the punch. Maybe we'll do 20 minutes of news, 20 minutes of talking to you guys, 20 minutes of some sales that have happened. As usual, many things have happened in the NFT industry in the last 24 hours. Good day from Portugal, Mongolia, holy crap, Puerto Rico, wow, greetings from Decentraland, FUD0, what's up, man? BT, Holland, 1 a.m., New Zealand, it's freezing, lucky you. New Zealand, wow, it's cold in New Zealand, right? That's interesting. Usually it's pretty cold here too, but I think we just switched over into spring. Norway, 1 a.m. 1 a.m. guys, I am like, hats off to you guys for tuning in. Hope, that you guys are staying up till 1 a.m. to watch my stuff. Like, how honored can I be? Panama, 6:05 p.m. Rotterdam, Florida. Holy crap, like that's such a diverse range of people. From lockdown Melbourne, yeah, lockdowns, hey, truly, I was talking to a friend of mine, guys. Right? This guy is an NFT whale. This guy has probably about 60 to 100 million dollars worth of NFTs and crypto. And he was telling me, he's like, Maddie, I would trade all of my NFTs and everything that I own to just get out of the house again and go traveling. All right. This guy's quite wealthy and he spent most of his time traveling and seeing his friends, and now he's stuck at lockdown. I think he lives in Europe somewhere, but he's an NFT whale, and luckily he's got the NFT industry to keep him occupied mentally. But it's been quite tough, guys, for people that love to travel and get out, people that just want to get out of the house. It's been quite hard. So I hope you're all doing good in COVID lockdowns, right? Whether you believe in it or it's a hoax, I'm not going to even get into that debate. I just hope everyone's doing well across the world, just coping with it all. It's a weird vibe for the last 2 years. Personally, everything has been going awesome in terms of NFTs and my business and career, YouTube, and everyone's, meeting a lot of people online, but there's always this very gloomy feeling that we have that doesn't seem to escape. And I think it's just the lack of being outside because of these lockdowns. All right. How's the newborn? Mine is from 28th of May. Wow. So is that May, June, July, August? I think that's 3 months. So congrats to you, Jake. Congrats to you, man. My newborn is fine. I wake up at 4 a.m. every day, guys, getting into work, and I'm all motivated to do some work at home. But I spend taking 3 hours. I end up spending 3 to 4 hours taking care of my newborn, and I'm like, I know I have to do it. And I love my baby, of course. But part of me is quite frustrated because I'm such a workaholic that there's so much work to be done and I'm buzzing to do it. And for 3 or 4 hours, I'm like, trying to shush the baby. But you know, it's all love. Like I love it to death, and it's been an amazing experience being having a yeah, great time to spend with a young family. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, Eliza is 7 weeks. Yes, she is 8 weeks now, I think, almost. Her name is Eliza. Eliza. I guess you can spell it any way you want, but her name is Eliza. I think we were thinking about calling her Eliza or Alize, but we fixed with Eliza, which is a pretty common name in Pakistan and India. More Pakistan than India, so we went with Eliza. It was kind of a nice name, and we both, no other name would do. We went with all the other names, but this is the only one that we could do. All right, guys. Lovely to talk to you guys. Let's get to some business. Let's talk about some NFTs. And man, I enjoy talking to you guys so much. I have to say, I could do a 45-minute just talking to you guys about stuff. Worth every smile. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, let's go, guys. Let's talk a little bit about NFTs. I feel like NFTs are getting in the way. I just want to talk to you guys. But we'll spend some time with NFTs. We'll get some discussion going. We'll check out some stuff that you guys have brought up. And anything that comes onto your radar. Like I said, I learned just as much as you guys. If you guys are learning from my stream, trust me, I'm learning like 10 times more talking to you guys and you guys telling me some stuff. Peace and love from Ecuador, Isa. To you too, my friend. To you too. From love from India, thank you, Navjot Singh. Thus is the best. Hi, Maddie. Is this a dip or the top? Ooh, in the NFT industry, I think it's just continuous up, man. You're gonna see this like massive spike of interest, and then you're gonna see sideways action. But I think it's just gonna keep going up and up because the NFT industry just got so much to scale into. Did my wife pick the name? My mom actually came with a list of names, and the name was in there. We didn't tell my mom. My wife, no, I think it was both of us. I can't remember who chose it. I think one of us said Aliza, and we both were like, "Ooh, we love that name," and we stuck to it. Yes, a learning community. Avex NFT launching in an hour. Right. There you go. You witnessed the G Evils drop today. Madness. No, I didn't. Maybe link me. Happy to check it out. All right, guys. My God, I get so distracted talking to everyone. All right. As you guys know, there is a giveaway. There is a giveaway. Let me just double check to see if I have posted this on. Nope. Let me just sorry guys, let me just very quickly post this on my Twitter. My Twitter usually gets, I can't believe I have 78,000 followers on Twitter. NFT live daily. I spelled it wrong. I said NFT love daily. NFT live daily. Yeah, I can't believe I have 78,000 followers on Twitter, guys. Holy shit, like all I do is talk about NFTs. When no one was listening back in the day, I was getting like 1 or 2 followers a day, and I was like, oh, I don't care. I just love talking about NFTs. And now it's a lot of NFT talk. I mean, geez, everyone's talking about NFTs, and from people to 10 followers to 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000. You know what's kind of weird? And I was thinking about this, and I was going to tweet it a bit earlier, but do you guys find that the NFT industry is becoming an industry of influence? It's kind of getting a bit weird, right? Where it's all about celebrities. It's about some famous person switching his avatar project. It's about, you know, someone vetting a project, which is a great project, but it only hits mainstream when someone has the power to put it up and out there. And I kind of find that a bit sad, because back in the day, it wasn't like that, guys. Back in the day, it was just people having fun and sharing stuff on Discord and getting involved in stuff. No one really shilling anything. No one really buying something and hoping some influencer buys it. That dynamic wasn't there. And I think that's why this avatar project is a new thing. I mean, for 4 years, the NFT industry existed. And the only avatar project there was that was big was CryptoPunks. In fact, that wasn't even big. CryptoPunk was still $200 to $300 for 3 years before it blew up. It's becoming this weird game of influence. So it's just yeah, it's kind of weird how that's working, and I don't know if that's good for the industry. I don't know if we can stop that. I think it's just the nature of the industry. Personally, I mean, people call me an influencer, but man, I just like talking about NFTs. I like sharing what I do. I like sharing what I invested in. like breaking down stuff and learning from people that come back to me and say, hey Maddie, that was a crap investment, that was a good investment. Oh Maddie, why don't you check this thing out? Every time I share something, someone messages me and be like, hey Maddie, that's a great investment, you should check this other project out, which is similar or doing something different. So I think, you know, for me, sharing has always been a thing. I've never really seen it as an influencer thing. But yeah, I feel like there's some serious influencer slash signaling culture that's going on. So anyway, let's just see how that pans out. All right. Pack. So Pack is a very early artist in the NFT scene. Not extremely early, but relatively early before the big wave came in. Recently, Pack released this thing called Lost Poets. And Pack's an interesting character. He's done a bunch of different experiments, and I like that about him. Like, he sold a red image. He sold a red image with nothing else, just red. He sold a pixel, right? He sold like all these random things. He sold NFTs that you could burn and turn into an Ash token, a cryptocurrency token. So he's doing like all this random experience with art and NFTs and blockchain and crypto. And I think that's really cool, to be honest. I think I don't have any stuff of Pack. Actually, I do. I have a one of Pack and a Trevor Jones collaboration. I don't know how much it's worth. I bought it for $100,000 about a year ago, and I'm keeping I'm keeping a close hold on it. Trevor Jones is a pretty big artist. Pack is a pretty big artist, and I think as the industry grows, hopefully that will be worth something. So holding on to that. Apart from that, I do not have a Pack, an individual Pack art piece, but he's made something called Lost Poets, which I thought was pretty interesting. Lost Poets is an NFT collectible and a strategy game. The NFT collection includes 65536 obtainable NFTs and 1024 origin NFTs. The project releases broken down into several stages. For further information, see the secret roadmap. The sale phase is 48 hours. Every page you acquire gives you the opportunity to claim a poet NFT. In a way, each page is your ticket to a poet. A poem? Poet? Additionally, when the sale ends, all remaining pages will be distributed to page holders proportionally. In a way, each page represents your part of the remaining token pool. Okay, I think it's a cryptocurrency or an NFT that you can trade in for another NFT, sounds like. Aeons ago, in the Library of Babel, the dusty shelves of a room contained 65536 poets that were all waiting to be discovered. Ab Aterno. In this fractional labyrinth, these forgotten poets from 1024 different origins roam between their hidden 256 shelves. Hello, says one. What's your name? I don't have one yet. The birth, unlike many other NFT collectibles, these poet NFTs are not constructed of modular pieces. Each poet is created by an AI that was developed specifically for that purpose. They're diverse, sophisticated, and mostly important, they're all unique and different from one another. All right, cool. So it looks like you can get what, like a poem NFT? You seem to be someone I know. I am us. So like this is like some sort of a poem NFT that's part of like a mega book or something. Prologue, project introduction, 48-hour pre-sale countdown starts. Act 1, the sale. 48-hour sale starts. Ash token holders are rewarded. So maybe you get something when the sale happens. Poet NFTs are claimed using page tokens. So Poet NFTs are claimed using page tokens. Leaderboard origin NFTs are distributed. Act 3, the explorer, collectors, and understand mechanisms. Some poets are named. Act 4, the twist. Remember, this is a Pack project. Anything can happen. Epilogue. Final form is reached. 365 days. Ash is enabled for all poets. So it seems like you can get part of a book as an NFT. You can claim that into an NFT that is a poem. Now we're selling 65,000 of these, which is a lot. I wonder how much he's going to sell them for. Pack sells a ton of stuff. Like, he's sold multiple drops and he continues to do drops. He's done tens of millions of dollars in NFT sales. Pretty big artist. And again, I like the way he experiments. Am I going to get into this? I don't know. I don't even know how it works. Maybe I will experiment with a little bit, because honestly, guys, Pack stuff has so many times appreciated in value. If you go to Crypto Art Pulse, which is our website, you can search pack. Check this out. Check this out. His stuff, sold for $500. This is what 5 months ago. 5 months ago, you could have got this for $500. Currently worth 13K, 20K. These cubes, extrusion was worth. I think this as well was like. I know it says $5,000, but I'm pretty sure it was about 500 bucks back in the day. We got like the pure pack stuff. These are collaborations. So he's got these Pack and Trevor Jones collaborations. But the pack ones, the pure pack stuff, $18,000, $15,000 for a cube, and he sold 5,100 of them for $500 each. So if you do the math, I think that's $2.5 million he made. Then you got all these secondary sales that are happening. And everyone's making money, right? The collectors are making money because they're flipping them from $500 to 20K. Insane, right? My one-of-one pack, Agent M asks. My one-of-one pack is let me show you my pack that I have. Nifty Gateway, Marketplace, Maddie. Back in the day, guys, about a year ago, I was pretty art crazy. I've got 318 NFT art pieces. I've got two Peoples. I've got two Beeples. Politics is bullshit, which I think his very first 100-piece drop that he ever did. I am holding on to those. I reckon they're going to be worth a lot of money. A recent one sold for $300,000 US, and I think a year or 2 years from now, these are going to be so gold. Definitely holding on to them. These Last Stand NFTs or art pieces I bought for $40, guys. I bought it for $40 back in the day when no one was paying attention to the art scene, and 400 of them were sold, so all up $16,000 drop. And back then we were like, yo, congratulations, Slime Sunday, that's a big drop. But $40 they were sold back in the day. Now they're worth like 15K each. It's just insane to see what these are worth. Anyway, more Beeple. Let me just quickly go through a bunch of my portfolio. Then I have a lot of Ferocious. You can see I'm a bit Ferocious crazy. I have OG, right? OG is a OG are the esports team that play Dota, and I'm a big fan of Dota. So my prediction is that OG or esports is going to get pretty big, or Dota is going to get pretty big in NFTs, and people will find these a thing of a collectible thing, because just like how we're running back to the 2017 project, once what do you call it? The NFT space blows up in the esports realm, and people are buying and selling all sorts of NFTs in Warcraft and Dota and all that sort of stuff. I feel like because this was the very first proper esports OG Dota sort of thing going on, I personally think these will do really well. So that's why I went across and bought a ton of them. I got like about 60. I think I got 60 to 80. You can get it for a couple of $100 each. So I have a lot. It's a long hold for me, so it's probably going to take like maybe a year. Who knows? Got Boss Logic. You can see I got a bunch of Boss Logic. Blush sucks. This is Genies. Then I have some Mad Dog Jones is doing good. Trevor Jones is also doing good. So Trevor Jones is become quite a famous artist now. Vic, what do you call it? Ferocious, who again I have mad love for. Justin Blau, and then I think you go down here and you find more Justin Blau. Then you have Afterburn, which is X copy. You can't see. Then you got The Weeknd, blah 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 blah. Anyway, got a pretty diverse collection of art NFTs, which I'm just holding for a very long time. I don't know how they're gonna do, but art. I am a big art collector. I love art. Recently, I only have started to love it over the last year. Before that, had no clue how the hell to do with what to do with art. But anyway, this 101 is what I have. Very very basic, right? It looks cool. It looks cool. But oh god, why is my internet not working? Every now and then the internet over here kind of cuts out. Yeah, I don't know why the internet's not working. But anyway, I've got this 101 piece. It's nothing fancy, nothing special. It's literally that what you see. But it's a Pack and Trevor Jones collaboration, and it's a one of one. One of one single edition pieces are extremely valuable, in my opinion. Let's kind of go to this thing real quick. And I hope the internet loads. Okay, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 18 one-of-ones that they sold that day from $15 to $8,000, and that was back like a year ago. And these have since sold for a lot more. So I think, I purchased this for about bid history. So you got the bid history. Again, my internet sucks. Okay, let's just not even do this. But anyway, these one-of-ones I think will go on for a pretty wealthy price. Pretty good price in a while. But we'll have to wait, guys. Sometimes you just wait. You can't flip these things immediately. So for me, it's a waiting game, especially with art. See how it goes. Back on the topic of pack. Yeah, I don't have anything pack related, but I do like his experiments. Let's move on. The Chainsmokers. We all know the Chainsmokers. The musicians that have, surprise, surprise, look quite familiar, have added a Bored Ape as a profile pic. Honestly, guys, I am so shocked at Bored Apes. I'm so shocked. I cannot believe they're sitting here in front of us today at a 30 to 40 ETH floor. Holy shit. 0.08 ETH you could have minted them at, and they've gone on to do 10, 100, 500x, I believe. Is that right? Is that a 0.08 to 40 ETH? Is that a 500x? And in the last 24 hours, you can see there's like 5 or 6 selling per hour. Yeah, 2 to 5 selling per hour. Absolutely insane. To think another avatar project can compete on this level was with CryptoPunks is insane, because CryptoPunks we all thought was the thing because historically it's quite significant, so that's why people are kind of changing their profile pictures to CryptoPunks. But Bored Apes, I think just hit home, right? They kind of resonate with other people in the space that like the art. They understand, like they kind of connect with it. We're all bored apes. We're all just a perfect thing. We're bored. We ape into things. Looking back, it's such a perfect mix of things. And this was back when avatar projects weren't that big. They sort of started the trajectory to everyone copy pasting their / CryptoPunk model. Surprising, like sometimes the industry takes a shape and a form that I never predicted. And honestly, I don't think anyone can predict it. And that's what I guess makes the space quite beautiful, right? Artifact Akira to Sotheby's Maddie. I don't know. Maybe we might see that. I'm so bullish on Artifact Akira drop. Like, I'm going to tell you guys straight up. I'm going to buy so many of those things. As much as I can. Hopefully. As long as it's not too expensive. Alright. Another cool thing to see about this graph. Again, guys. A similar graph. Right? All these graphs are the same, and I'm realizing this with there's such a strong trend with NFT projects that continue to do well. Let's see all time. Look at this graph. This is such a good graph, right? A spike of volume, which is the bars, a line that goes down. You can't really see it clearly here, but you can start to see it clearly as it goes here, right? Spike of volume. The line is the price, the average price of Bored Apes. You can see going back down again. But then another spike of volume, and then we go sideways again. Another spike of volume, then we go sideways again. And every like 2 weeks, what is this? June 20th to July 15th. That's about 3 to 4 weeks. It's almost 4 weeks. Then you got from there to here, which is another 3 weeks. You're seeing this continuous like cyclic behavior and push upwards, right? So every time, like if we had seen this and then we see this and then we see this, like somewhere here, surely it would have, it would have prompted you to invest, because like this sort of a history and this sort of a trend shows that there's continuous interest coming in. There's continuous interest coming into the space, into this particular project for whatever reason. So they're doing really good as a long-term project. And then, there's another wave here and another wave here and now another wave. There's always this sideways part that it goes quiet for a little while until the next boom. So this is similar to so many other projects, guys. So let's look at Mooncats, for example. Mooncats, similar thing. going on. So we kind of let's go all time. We can't really see it back here, but you see this volume come in, pumps the prices a little bit up, goes sideways. Volume comes in, pumps the prices a little bit up. Volume comes in, pumps the prices a little bit up. And there's this parts where you can buy in the dip. But these graphs are just like, especially a long-term project, I think they're just quite telling of a very successful project in the long term. I think if you keep seeing this trajectory and there's a supply cap of say 10 to 20,000, then you're just going to see continuous upward momentum, right? Millions of people are coming into this space. Millions of people are exploring what else to invest in, and they're trickling around all over the place for different reasons. In this case, it's historical, collectible. In the Ape reason, it's probably something because it resonates and they want to be part of that community. But projects that seem to do well have this sort of a graph pattern, which I'm realizing now after we have some data. A massive wave, a slowdown, a massive wave, a slowdown, and a continuous cycle like that. And maybe we have a massive spike, which we slow down for a long while. And again, CryptoPunks is the same. CryptoPunks is the same, guys. All right, check this out. Total same thing. Look at this. Volume comes in, slow down. Volume comes in, slow down. This is the last 90 days, all time, pretty much all the way along. It's been like that. Look at this. Pump, slow, pump, slow, pump, slow, pump, slow, pump, slow. Pretty sure this thing is gonna go to like $1 million or a few $1 million for a punk. It's gonna get real crazy to buy a punk, right? I think, right? It looks like it's going that way. Every hour or two, there looks like 3 to 4 punks being sold, some being sent. This is $0. It looks like they're being Punk Vault NFTX. So they're being sharded. They're being fractionalized at NFTX. 125 ETH here, right? Right. So anyway, just some words on this graph trend that gives us some good data to invest into. Now, series 1, okay, Pepe. Back to Pepe, guys. Back to Pepe. I keep doing my research. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a prediction, and let's see if it comes true. Okay. I think, yeah, Curio Cards chart is the exact same, guys. And now what I'm doing is I'm investing in graphs that look like this, right? It's such an easy way to invest because it's like an assured way to get a good investment because you've got data. And look at this. I invested after this. I think I invested somewhere here. And then I saw this. And then look at this, another pump. And if we go again, guys, it's going to go real crazy. I'm telling you, it's going to go real crazy. Although it seemed to have slowed down a little bit. But you guys know how it is. Like usually 2 to 3 weeks, right? I usually wait 2 to 3 weeks until another spike for whatever reason. 3 weeks from now, there's the auction at Christie's or Sotheby's, one of them. So I think it times up perfectly with that. So we're going to see what goes on after that. But this line is what I'm following. The line is the average sale price of the NFTs in that collection. So as long as that line keeps going up, my assets are going up in value. The volume ensures that there's some buyer interest coming in and doing that. Woo, itchy nose. So again, like we can go through probably 10 to 15 graphs. And another common theme about these guys is you don't need to be completely early. Obviously, it would have been great to buy a Bored Ape at 0.08 Ethereum, but it would have been tough. Like not many people have done that. It's just not possible in many cases, just because like it's just tough to do or get into. It's tough to find a winner all the time. There's hundreds of pre-sales going on. 80 of them are going to turn to crap. 10 of them are going to pay you back. Another 2 or 5 are going to go on, maybe 1 or 2 will go on to become unicorns. It's hard to find a unicorn, but if you wait a little bit and you buy a Bored Ape from 0.08 Ethereum, instead of buying it for 0.08 Ethereum, you bought it for 1 Ethereum. Big whoop. You bought it at 10x the price. A lot, like at that time, it would have looked like a lot, but now at 40 ETH floor, would you have cared? Would you have cared that you could have made 39.92 Ethereum more instead of 39 Ethereum? No, it wouldn't. You wouldn't have cared, right? So for me, I like to wait till there's data that shows that an NFT project has longevity. Another one, real quick, we can look at is, let's look at some of the older profile picture projects. I think there was the bull one, right? Bulls on the block. Let's see how bulls on the block is doing. So bulls on the block. All right, let's see this. All time. So they launched June 27th, and they've got an interesting graph. It looks like they are going down, then they've got some interest. They're going down. The line graph, however, doesn't seem to be holding up. Now this is June 27th, June, July, August. So it's been 2 or 3 months. And this is a different graph than we saw before, right? So, but the thing is, there's still people buying it. Look at this, August 30th, 138 sales. August 31st, 124 sales. You can see back here, there's 23, 35 sales. So there's definitely some interest continuing to come in. And look at this. So 30 minutes ago, an hour, in an hour, there was still 5 to 10 to 20 sales. But they're all from the same person. Look at this. Meta Matthew seems to be the guy that's buying them all. Apart from him, there seems to be a couple of sales per hour. But hey, it's still getting some interest. So we can't count it out. It's just not showing the same graph as the other one. So maybe we have to wait a little bit more till there's a bit more data to analyze this. You know what? Like if it goes to 0.6 Ethereum, but it gives us a favorable graph, I'll buy some. But this is, you know, the graph is what I'm trying to look at these days because it gives us a lot of information as to what's going down. All right, guys. Rare Pepe. Here we go. So Vidur says the context for Bulls on the Block dip was because the artist partnered with Mayweather and the community felt that wasn't great and he wasn't focused. It's a great community they are getting back. Good to know. See, there you go. It pays to be in the industry, right? I'm not in that community, so I don't know. But if you have that information and someone tells you about it, then it makes absolute sense. As long as the community keeps moving forward, it's a big deal. Now, Series 1 Rare Pepes. Now, I brought this up because I have a bit of a prediction. I have a bit of a prediction. Now, 1 second, guys. Let me just double check something. Let me just double check. We didn't even start the giveaway. We didn't even start the giveaway today. I'm thinking, guys, what we do. All right. Let's do 2 giveaways tomorrow. All right. Let's not do giveaways today just because I can't be bothered setting it up, to be honest. And I think I'd just love to talk to you guys instead of do this giveaways. So we'll do 2 giveaways tomorrow. All right. We'll do 2 giveaways tomorrow. I gave away a rare paper yesterday. I'm yet to send that across to the person that won it. My transactions, my wallet is stuck in a pending transaction for the last 24 hours, which is shitting me up the wall because I want to buy something. But we'll do 2 giveaways tomorrow. Remind me, guys. Remind me. All right. All right. Pepe's. Pepe's. Check this out, right? My prediction is that Pepe's are going to take over the internet at some stage. Pepe's have captured the era of 2015, 2016 before all the Ethereum noise. And back then it was a lot about just altcoins. And you can see a little bit in the kind of images. It's quite interesting to see the artists and the stuff that they've made. This is Smeagol thing, Pepilum. So a rare Pepe escaped from the Pepidor swamps. Track Peprecious. Rareness score hidden. There's only 98 of them. But here's one thing, right? One thing that I think might happen, okay? One thing I think might happen is Pepe Cash. Where's Pepe Cash? Pepe Cash. Let's see if we can find Pepe Cash. Not there. Maybe it was on the first. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, Pepe Cash. Right. Look at this thing. Pepe Cash was an NFT. You can call it an NFT or an art piece, a crypto art piece, or a card, whatever it is. But it acted as a currency. So people start to use the Pepe Cash card as a currency to purchase rare Pepes, right? That's why there is a billion issuance of rare Pepes. Okay, there's a billion Pepe Cash issuance of this. It can be an art piece, but it's also a currency, guys. It's a currency because it's used to purchase rare Pepes. I think that as the Pepe start to take over, because the history is rich and people are going to start to find a way to purchase Pepes and all this sort of stuff, which is happening right now. People are buying them on Emblem Vault. I think what will happen is that this will compete with Dogecoin. And I know it's a very bold prediction, but if I like predicting things or assuming things, which if it comes true, the upside is like 1000x. The upside on predictions that seem really stupid but come true is like 100 to 1000x. So I think Pepe Cash may be able to compete with Doge, because if there'll be a Pepe takeover of Twitter, then suddenly Pepe Cash will be the currency, which might be the Dogecoin of Pepe world, and it might compete with Dogecoin. It might get some of that traction. It might get Elon Musk starting to talk about Pepe Cash and all this sort of stuff. And in the back of look at this, in the back of this card is some Lamborghinis. It's just interesting. Look at the Pepe Cash card is useful for buying houses, fast cars, and yachts. Now, like a Pepe Cash card is 5 cents. I believe it's 5 cents. Don't buy the stuff on Emblem Vault on OpenSea, because people are trying to sell this for 0.05 Ethereum, which is 150 US dollars. You can get them for 5 cents or 10 cents from Exchange, right? You can buy them from Exchange. I'm still learning on how to buy them. I haven't bought them yet. So it could happen, guys, all right? It is my prediction. And I like to dive deep into different things and try and see the trajectory. And if something happens, what will happen with things. So these are 5 cents each. The currency is 5 cents each. The market cap of Pepe Cash is CoinGecko. The market cap of Pepe Cash has gone up 40%. It is 8 cents, which is $60 million market cap. It's pretty damn small. But it's a bet on the whole industry. Look at this. Look at this. When Pepe's went crazy earlier August, everyone's running to buy these, all right? Back then it was what, $1,000 volume. Hardly anyone was trading these. Now suddenly we're getting $30,000 to $10,000 volume, $52,000 worth of volume. What's going to happen if millions of dollars worth of volume comes into this? I think it's going to explode. So this is a long-term bet, guys. This is a long-term bet. This is not a buy now and Maddie in 1 week. This hasn't gone up. What's going on? I don't know what's going to happen in the next week or two. I just feel that in the long term, as people keep rushing back to the history of this space, Pepe's will start to mean something, and then Pepe Cash might do something. So there's something I'm going to put out there. Let's see if it comes true, but let's see what happens, right? They are listed on Dextrade. Yeah, they're listed on Dextrade. Someone asked me something about, Maddie, if you wanted to buy a rare Pepe through the website, you have to buy XCP with BTC with Dextrade. Yeah. You got to buy XCP, but in some, I think some places you can buy with Pepe Cash. So I think it's called Rare Pepe Wallet or something. Rare Pepe Wallet, which looks like, it seems like you can buy with Pepe Cash. So it's got like a Pepe Cash counter here. $1 equals 14 Pepe Cash. So I think you can buy with Pepe Cash. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe you can only buy with Bitcoin. But Pepe Cash is kind of like the currency representative of rare Pepes. So I think, like, because there's so much of an issuance, and that was the Series 1 card as well, right? Is it the only Series 1 card? So here's another kicker. Is it the only Series 1 card? And I'm still learning, guys, right? I'm still learning, so maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm completely off. But is it the only Series 1 card that has more than, say, 500 issuance? And you can see here, amount issued 42. Amount issued 1,000, 25, 10,000 here, 500, 100, 115, 153. There's only 3 John Pepes. 99,000. So there's a ton of these. 198, 300, 300, 800, 10,000, 10, 125, 1, 300. 10 1,000, 11,000, blah 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 blah. All right, so I think it's the only one with a, oh no, here we go. This one, Pepe one coin has 856 million cards of Pepe one coin. But anyway, I was talking to a whale, guys. I was talking to a rare Pepe whale who again has tens of millions of dollars worth of rare Pepes. And he gave me that prediction. He told me, Maddie, I think rare Pepe, the currency card is undervalued because he was telling me, Maddie, it might compete with Dogecoin. So again, throwing it out there. Let's see what happens, right? It's already gone up massively. Look at this. It's already gone up, quite massively, and still no one really knows about Pepe's. So let's kind of see how that one plays out. All right, DKNY, the fashion brand, an icon now as an iconic NFT, has recently said they're coming out with an NFT release. DKNY unveils the newest evolution of its iconic logo as an NFT. Now, I'm not that much of a fan of DKNY, maybe you are, but view DKNY's first NFT, an ode to NYC, DKNY's first NFT. Loading bid 1 ETH. Maybe it goes on to do really well. Created by rad.live. All right. Let's see how that one goes. Into the 21st century. They're just talking about them getting into the NFT space. Nothing quite special about that NFT, but hey, big brand releasing an NFT. I don't know any much more about that. Nor do I really care, honestly. Just I just report on some of the really big brands getting into it. But I'm starting to lose interest real quickly because I'm like, you know what? You know what's more interesting is just the stuff that's happening in the space, apart from the big brands. So, you guys, if you're interested, go ahead. Now, Rovi. Okay, Rovi is a good friend of ours. MetaZone are building a avatar project, and I'm showing this because they're a good friend of ours. I'm showing this because I think this is utility-wise, this is what the next generation of NFTs are going to do. But you can get randomly generated part Rovies, right? Which are like these robots that exist in the virtual space. They look pretty cool. But, okay, so they look like this, right? They look like this. But they're going to be in Decentraland. So you can see they're building games in DCL. And here it looks like you can customize them with features and items and drive them around in DCL. And you can probably battle them and do all sorts of things. Now, I know the MetaZone crew are very capable of building this utility. So I'll buy some just to see how they kind of build it out. But I definitely like the fact that this is not just an avatar project where you just buy and people, just buy and shill on Twitter. This is something that they're clearly integrating, and they've already built these in DCL where you can walk around with them. I find that super fascinating. I think it's awesome you can do that. I was talking to them, and I think they said that you can actually take the NFT in DCL and it turns into a Rovi, which, that's like taking your NFT into DCL and it turning into an avatar that you can walk around in, right? I think that is the future that we're going into. But I wanted to talk about this just to bring it up because I thought it was just interesting on how the utility aspect of it is different. Now, whether it's going to sell out and do, a 10x, I have no clue. I don't really care. I'm more into it to just see utility-wise how they've designed it, right? I learn by just getting into things and seeing how they've done things. They're going to have their own Roviverse too that you can use on your phone, so the scaling is better. Yeah, that is true, guys. So they're doing this thing called Roviverse, which allows you to take your Rovi in its own metaverse. So this is external to DCL. It's kind of its own little place it can hang out and exist, its own little land. And I think you can do all sorts of things in there. So kind of like Tamagotchi. It reminds me of Tamagotchi or Pokemon, or nurturing your own little pet, but definitely different in that sense. So I like it because it's a different avatar project than the usual that we see, and definitely will be buying some to support the MetaZone team, which have done an amazing job previous to this, building their other products, and definitely just seeing what they're up to with this and how they do stuff. They're quite innovative, right? The MetaZone team have been in the space for 3 years, doing all sorts of things experimenting with things back when no one was. So I am interested to see how they do things. I couldn't keep my Tamagotchi alive for too long. Man, I actually never had a Tamagotchi. How sad is that? What's my thoughts on Spells of Genesis? Spells of Genesis is pretty cool. I have to say, Spells of Genesis, if we bring it up, Spells of Genesis, guys, is a kind of game that existed on the Counterparty blockchain that again predates CryptoPunks, and I think it even predates Rare Pepes. These are the cards, but let me see on Emblem Vault. Emblem Vault has these cards. Oops, not Polygon, Ethereum. And the cards have really good art. So let's go to Spells of Genesis. All Spells of Genesis. And there's a bunch of different ones here that you can buy. But I believe some of these are really, really free Pepes even, I think. And it was the first time when a company came in and they were like, all right, let's create these cards and a game that you can play. So you can actually still play Spells of Genesis. But these cards were minted in 2015, 2016. Some of them were minted 2015, 2016. So they're interesting in that sense. Now, again, like they have the different scarcities, they have the different rarities. There's a Dogecoin one. Look at this. There's a Dogecoin card, Spells of Genesis card. Oops, Dogecoin. 98 of them. There's these ones that are selling for 2.95, 3.3. Looks like they're going for this much each. I think there's only 10,000 of them, but some of them are quite rarer than the others, or a little bit more sought after than the others. I think the SJCX card, I think this one was a 2015 mint, one of the really early ones. So you can see that's why this one's holding value. But there's plenty going on, guys. There's so much going on, and remember, not all of them are for sale on Emblem Vault, so people are still converting them to Emblem Vault and selling them. But you know, I am still learning, guys. I am bullish on stuff that is on Bitcoin Counterparty chain because people are finding ways to expose them to the liquidity of the Ethereum space. What do I think about DotDota? Oh, DotDots. I haven't looked into them. I have seen them on my radar. I think it was I didn't quite understand. I didn't quite understand the project. But what it seemed like, is this what you're talking about? Because I don't know what this is. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Dots. I thought you guys were talking about the text file. But these are pretty cool. These are cool. Why can't I see the recent sales? Oh wait, here we go. Wow, okay, they're picking up. 4, 15, 30 minutes, 1.15 ETH, 1.2 ETH, 1.5 ETH. So this one just happened a day ago, so 2 days ago. Looks pretty cool. What's the website like? There is no website. Okay, 4 or 5 minutes. I guess they were minted for 0.08 Ethereum or something, right? The hundreds bombs are revealed right now. I have seen a few people talking about them. They are very cool. Yeah, definitely like the art style. Right? They're simple, but they're cool. Quite clean. Different. So there's different properties. Belt watching sprite ninja. Looks like there isn't much variety. I don't think there's much variety. So this one has storm tummy embed mouse UW. So there's not many features. Maybe just the face, the ears, and the body. But maybe that's what makes them special. It's a third in volume in the last 24 hours. Wow. Really? Rankings, 24 hours. Volume. So this is in first. Like, how do we... Okay, here we go. 24 hours. The loot is the first. Mutant apes is second. Dots are third. You're right. It has picked up big time. The Doge Pound. Doge Pound has started to pick up a little bit. Average price, a floor price of 0.75. Owners 2,000. 4,400 assets. So it's not a 10,000 It's not a 10,000 NFT project. Only 4,400 of them. Quite interesting. I mean, that's a lot of volume for this sort of a project. There you go. Maybe a good one to invest in. Bored Ape Chemistry Club. What is this supposed to be? Some sort of a... Oh, right. This is this thing, right? That you could have gotten. Some people just got, holy shit, last 350 ETH. This was sold for 350 ETH. Wow. Holy shit. That's like $1 million. Imagine being airdropped $1 million. Just like that. Airdrop $1 million. Alright guys. Again, I did say I was going to keep this short. It's been a good 53 minutes. So about a 50-minute sesh. I think we're going to keep it short and shared a bunch of stuff, right? Got some pack stuff going on. Got some Rovi stuff going on. DKNY, Pepe Cash, Nifty Gateway, Crypto Art Pulse. Bunch of stuff that has happened in the last 24 hours. I think the next 24 to 48 hours is going to be interesting. I can't wait, and this is going to be a month that I'm waiting for. I can't wait for Artifact Studio NFTs. I honestly cannot wait for Artifact Studio Akira drop. Like, I'm buzzing to see what's going on. You know what's also interesting is they said that anyone that has their previous NFTs gets kind of a ticket. They get a ticket to invest in to get the next drop, right? So that's quite interesting. And because of that, because they're treating the previous NFTs as a ticket, they've gone up in value. So check this out, right? Previously, they used to be about 1.5 Ethereum or 1 Ethereum. Now, the cheapest freaking NFT to 7 to 8 Ethereum, which is insane. All right, 8 Ethereum is 24,000 USD. So I actually bought a few at 8 Ethereum because I think that they're going to hype it more for 30 days and then I might take some profit on a few of them. So I think they're going to hype it more and that people are going to want to buy these because they're like, oh, we want our guaranteed 3 mints of our Artifact Studio Akira drop. And based on that, I'm going to sell maybe a couple of them for maybe a few ETH profit. But I have like 20 of these myself. And I'll be using them to mint the Akira drop. But it's crazy because when they announced that, it's crazy to think that they appreciated this much in value. Space Strip from Artifact Studio, technically the first Artifact avatars. Interesting. That is. So Space Strip is this thing. Selling for 7.9 Ethereum, which is the cheapest one, I believe. Let's go here. Let's look at their sales. And when they announced it, you can see that when they announced it, it went boom. Things went crazy. But back in the day, like, you could have got these at 0.95 Ethereum, 1.4, 0.95, when no one was paying attention, 1 Ethereum. No one was paying attention right around here. And then boom, they announced something. So you know, in a way, you're kind of investing in the team. You're investing in the team, and you're hoping that the team kind of delivers value to NFT holders. So some teams know how to do that, some teams do not, even though their NFTs look good. So Artifact Studio, I feel like definitely do. All right, guys. All right. That was a great episode. Thank you for tuning in. It's been about 55 minutes, and let's end it there, guys. Tomorrow, again, we're doing double giveaway. Remind me, I'll probably forget, but we're doing a double giveaway because we didn't do one today. So maybe to Astro Friends or whatever it is. Make sure you tune in, same time tomorrow, 7 p.m. EST. Make sure you share this if you can, like the stream, comment on it. It gives me some YouTube visibility. And again, I will see you guys tomorrow, right? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. And it's always a pleasure, guys, to do these streams with you guys. So take care, have a good day, have a good night, and